And you're live. Go ahead.
All right, man. It's embarrassing, but I'm gonna just say it. My wife don't even put out no more. I'm talking maybe twice in a month, and that's on a good month.
And by putting out, you mean sex, right?
Yeah, sex. And look, I tried everything. The kissing, the touching, the foreplay, everything, and still nothing. And here's the crazy part. I actually pay the bills, all of them. She don't work, but somehow she always too tired for sex.
All right. What's y'all's ages and how long y'all been married?
I'm 41, she's 37, and it'll be 6 years married this August.
And how many kids y'all got, if any? And what are their ages?
We got two kids, ages 4 and 1.
And when you bring this up to your wife, what does she say is the issue?
That's the thing. She don't really give me a clear answer. She just keeps saying stuff like, she feel disconnected, or why you always gotta focus on sex so much, or that she feels exhausted.
What's so unclear about that though? Like she's literally telling you she needs more connection that's not sexual and that she's probably exhausted from trying.
But how is she exhausted when she don't need more?
Well, if you shut the fuck up and listen, I'll tell you. You see, that's your problem now. Exhausted doesn't mean just from what she did on that day that you're talking to her, which she's probably exhausted from being a full-time stay-at-home mom and homemaker. And when you act like that's not a valid enough reason for her to be tired, well, the frustration from hearing that and the frustration from being minimized because she doesn't work that traditional job will drain any woman of what's left of their energy. But there is another type of exhaustion you're ignoring, and that's emotional exhaustion, meaning like she's depleted. Just based on this conversation so far, I can tell you she's probably said what she needs from you in multiple ways, multiple times. And the energy she might otherwise use to feel the sexual cravings towards you, well, that's being consumed by the energy she's using to simply tolerate your incompetence in the hopes she can somehow keep the marriage together.
Yeah, I mean, I can admit she has said something like that before, but my thing is, hell, I'm tired too. And as a man, we got needs. But if I go out and cheat, I'm gonna be the bad guy, right?
Well, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way what?
Ain't no way you the stupid. Cause yeah, you can go and you can go cheat. You can also lose your family. And you can lose half of whatever little money you think you making. And I promise you, that thrill, that orgasm you get from cheating still ain't gonna stop your chest from hurting. When you see her move on to another man who actually listens to understand her and therefore gives her Red Bull wing energy for all of his sexual wants and needs. So unless you just like the idea of another man raising your kids and folding your wife up like a lawn chair, I suggest you listen. You there?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Because look, man, you got two choices. Either number one, you let that woman go and you go find you a prostitute who sees sex like the financial transaction you keep treating it as. Or two, you try listening to your wife. Like try some physical or even non-physical connection that's not just a down payment on sex. Because her body cannot crave a man who neglects her heart. Like she's not a vending machine. You don't just insert a paid light bill and expect her panties to drop. And something else you gotta understand is that for a grown ass woman, foreplay, real foreplay, is emotional safety. And ain't nothing safe about a man who's emotionally starving his wife, but expecting her to sexually fulfill him. I'm gonna make it more simple for you, because I can tell you probably need stuff on like a third grade reading level. For the next 30 days, do this without expecting any sex in return. Show more respect for your wife's role in the home. Genuinely do this. Express gratitude. Chip in with the chores. Like let her know you see the sacrifices and you appreciate them. Because downplaying them, like they ain't really that hard, that's giving her the ick times 100. Now, with that, you also need to lead with more curiosity than you do criticism. Stop telling her what you want and telling her what she should not be feeling, and start asking open-ended questions about what she wants and about how she's feeling. Preferably do this on a date night or some type of quality time event. Because that's likely what you did in the beginning to win her over. So don't sit back now and just coast because you feel like the prize has already been won. And again, without any expectation of sex tied to it. Because a woman's sexual desire, it cannot thrive in a relationship where she shares a bed and a home, and in your case, even a last name, with a man who makes her feel lonelier than before she met him. So this ain't even a matter of you just restoring sex in your relationship. This is now a matter of you saving your marriage, because access to her body is what leaves first. But at this rate, she's going to eventually remove access to her heart. And if that happens, ain't no coming back from that.